So in addition to her many titles, Hillary Clinton now has added another one. Professor, take a look.
Oh my God.
What is it?
It's Hillary Clinton. She's running.
What?
What? Hillary's running again?
I know, I heard that's so crazy. This is wild. She's running again.
Here I am.
Hillary, you're running again.
Well, I sure am, Karen. I just got here early for the new class we're teaching together on foreign policy decision-making.
She is running, by the way, to the classroom, co-teaching a course at Columbia University's School of International and Public Affairs. I know it well. And she's joining forces with the person you saw in that video, the school's dean, Karen Yarmy-Milo, to establish Columbia's new Institute of Global Politics. And Dean Yarmy-Milo joins us now. It's great to have you on, and great to have you teaming up with Secretary Clinton. So now we can talk about her while she's listening. Tell us what you plan to do with this institute and why Secretary Clinton.
Wow. So first of all, great to be with you. It's an honor and a privilege to have her with us at Columbia, at CIPA. The school started with a conversation we had a year ago where both of us, women in foreign policy, looked at the urgency of the complex global challenges, and we realized there's something that we should do from Columbia, bringing the academic community and leading policymakers together to work to find solutions from the most complex global challenges we're facing. And we have to do this with a real global perspective. Those problems from climate to artificial intelligence to the future of the liberal order, they're all really, really complex, and we need the best solutions. And we think that bringing the policymakers together with the academy, and that's what we're trying to do in the class as well. As a scholar of foreign policy, and she's a practitioner, we come together. And I think that this is a great thing for the students and for Columbia to do. And also to promote this civil discourse and disagreement in terms of bringing different views around the table to really find the best solutions for those complex problems. So it's been a great ride so far.
Secretary Clinton, the dean explained earlier to us that on this coming week, you have 15 fellows arriving from all around the world, 15 of them. So from all around the world, what if one of them comes up to you and says your recent past history, the United States' recent past history, involves a former president who basically took on the Constitution of the United States and tried to void it, and then says to you or asks you the question, how did this happen? What would your response be?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a question I get asked already. And clearly, a lot of our friends around the world are bewildered by what this one-man wrecking crew started. But clearly, Mike, it is rooted in some long-standing challenges that we have in our big, raucous, pluralistic democracy. And there is a yearning among many people that they just wish the complexity, the changes would somehow disappear. That was the genius of the slogan, Make America Great Again. It was nostalgic. It was looking back to some era that frankly never existed, but which is viewed as better than all of the challenges and problems we face today. And although I can't say that he was the sole reason why we have so many people who are very negative about the rule of law, about our institutions, about us, being a diverse society, he certainly gave voice to that in a way that we had not seen in many years in our country. So it is a challenge. It's a challenge to democracy, a challenge to the rule of law, a challenge to our larger sense of community and commitment to a shared future. So it's put us all on notice that, sadly, a demagogue, like we've seen in many other parts of the world, see on the stage now, and certainly have seen in the past, can light those fires of hatred and discontent and fear and anger and grievance in the United States. So it's not unusual in human history, but it's a great disappointment that it is happening here. And the only way to deal with it is to defeat those politicians who espouse those views, who want to set us apart against one another, who want further divisiveness. Do we all have to agree? Of course not. As Karen just said, we want to model respectful disagreement at the Institute and SIPA. So we understand not everybody's on the same page, but there are ways in a democracy that you can try to find at least a sliver of common ground, and you don't exile people for having different points of view. You try to understand where they're coming from on all sides of the political debate. So these elections coming up in 2024 could not be more important for freedom, for democracy, and for the rule of law.